Hey everyone, how's it going and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my monthly reads for the month of February. And let me tell you, I have definitely been reading a lot of manga, especially digitally, because your girl doesn't have any space on her bookshelf. So, digital is the way I've been reading most of my stuff and or through my library. So, honestly, a lot of the things that I'm going to show you today are through, digital means, aka my iPad. I go through Libby, I go through Hoopla, through my library. Everything is good. I have been reading a lot. So I have a lot to share with you today, a lot of thoughts to share with you today, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. Anyway, before I get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and or subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I have a bunch of content coming soon, and I just love making videos and talking to all of you, so I hope you like listening to me because I talk a lot. Anyway, let's get started with one of my favorite manga that I've read during the month of February, which is Asadora. Asadora was an absolutely surprising manga for me. I never expected to love Asadora as much as I did. And let me tell you why. I feel like, or let me ask you, why haven't they made an anime of this yet? Why haven't they made a show of this, a movie or something? Because it totally has potential to be turned into a film or anime. Come on. They need to. I know it's not finished yet. Maybe they're waiting for it to be over. But honestly, Asadora was my surprise for the month of February. So I don't have the volumes here anymore because I returned them to my library. I read, I think, volumes 1 to 4. But you can see them in this clip that I'm about to show you. But honestly, Asadora rocked. Asadora was absolutely ambitious. It was inspiring. It was exactly what I wanted it to be, even though I didn't really know what I wanted it to be. Because honestly, when I first picked them up, just looking at the cover and seeing those old images, I was like, oh, it's going to be a slice of life that takes place in the 1950s or something. I was wrong. I was wrong. This is the sci-fi, slice of life. Not even, no, it's sci-fi and family drama. This is the sci-fi family drama that I've always needed. It's absolutely amazing. I really loved it. It's about a girl named Asa who lives in a town that was decimated by a big storm. And as she is saving people by giving them supplies during this tough time, as people are trying to escape or get to shelter or safety, then she sees this big tail come out of the wreckage, and she's like, what is that creature? And she doesn't see it for a very long time, but it comes back to haunt her, basically, because there's a government conspiracy. So if you are a fan of government conspiracies, you're gonna like Asadora, because they are trying to cover this up. It's not Nessie. It's something bigger than Nessie. It is some dangerous kaiju level creature. Scientists even go to research in a jungle at some point. You gotta know, there's some big creature out there who took away her family. So Asa is basically trying to find her family and solve this mystery of the creature and help everyone at the same time. It was so inspiring. This little girl who ends up loving planes and being a pilot just by chance one day, just because someone was trying to kidnap her and hold her for ransom so that he could get money, and then becomes her mentor in flying planes and becoming a pilot. It was absolutely so just inspiring. Especially because, as a kid, I always wanted to become an engineer. Not because of Asadora, because, I never, this is a fairly newer series, but because of Winry, I'm wearing Full Metal Alchemist, so I just have to bring it up. But I always wanted to be an engineer, and I always thought that I couldn't do it. And I probably can't because I'm horrible at math. I think that's why that dream died. I got rid of it myself. But it was nice to see another girl, or just another female character, be interested in something that's not conventionally girly, you know? She was not just a kid, but she was a girl. She had two things going on for her in the 19 whatever year it was. Like, honestly, she had a lot going against her. She saved people. She inspired people. She was absolutely ambitious. And I loved Asa. Combine that with the whole conspiracy theory of like, hey, who's, what's this creature? What's going on? Oh, but she knows about it. So we have to make sure to take her from school and honestly, this was great storytelling. Great storytelling. But honestly, I expected that because, this is the creator of 20th Century Boys. The storytelling is going to be peak material. So Asadora has a great storyline. It's not yet completed, but it was like, from what I read, like, it was just so enjoyable. I loved the story. Absolutely not what I expected. I thought it was going to be ha 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 hoo hoo hoo. And the dedication this girl has to finding her family and to uncovering this mystery is everything, because we see her as she's a kid and developing into a teenager. She's like, she likes, she cares about her friends and all of that stuff. But she's like, this is important. I got to do it. She has her eyes on the prize. She is on a mission. And I love Asa from Asadora. So honestly, great manga. Not what I expected at all. One of my highlights for February. Love it. Just really wanted to mention that. But let's go on to the second series that I've been reading, which is Tomo-chan is a Girl. Tomo-chan is a Girl is really, really cute. It's a rom-com about Tomo-chan, who is fairly tomboyish, and she has a crush on her best friend. But her best friend is a guy who doesn't really see her as a girl. So you see Tomo-chan trying to emphasize her girly side, I guess you could say, so that he will notice her as a girl and not just as a friend, not just as like another guy, but as an actual girl. She has a lot of supportive friends. It ends up like, it's really funny how they try to but make her more girly. But at no time does it seem really forced to me. And I don't think Tomo-chan is ever doing anything that she doesn't really want to do, which is important to me, because I'm like, if you have to fully change a person for their crush, like, I probably wouldn't care about it. I wouldn't want to read a story like that, but it's not forced like that. She's just trying to bring out those girly qualities because she has them inside her, but she's so tough, she's so strong, and she's so tomboyish that they aren't getting conveyed, and he's not seeing her as a girl. We have a lot of supportive side characters, some misunderstandings, and some fun moments. This is a 4-koma manga, I think, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 panels. I did not realize that. I thought it was going to be like a standard manga, but this is 4-koma. But it's really enjoyable. I like the art. I like the comedy. And I've read volumes 1 to 4. This is volume 5. I returned volumes 1 to 4 to my library. If you're just wondering, like, where on earth did they go? It went back to the library. But honestly, I've been enjoying Tomo-chan as a Girl. It's a light read. If you want a light, funny, like, romantic comedy, like, go with Tomo-chan as a Girl. It's funny, and you see this girl who is very tough. Her family owns a dojo. She's stronger than all the boys and stuff like that. She's just trying her best to be as girly as she can. And it's really charming, right? We're not forcing anybody to be something that they're not. We're just trying to emphasize or like bring out those girly characteristics. And that's what I like about it. It's a really fun read. But anyway, let's go to what I've read digitally. I've read several, starting, what should I start with? My brain. Okay, so A Man and His Cat. Oh, I love this. All right, I love A Man and His Cat. I read some of this way back, but I didn't read all of it. But let me tell you, A Man and His Cat is the most heartwarming thing I have like ever read. Like, I love these heartwarming series. I read like a little bit before I go to sleep every night because it's just the most enjoyable, like, sweet thing ever. Because like, it's about a widower. He lost his wife. He goes to adopt a cat, and the cat is ugly, but he falls in love with this cat and they just become like the bestest friends. Like, I absolutely loved it. Like, I can't wait to read all the rest of the volumes. I'm up to volume 3 right now, and it has been just such a joy because, like I said, people did not want to adopt this little kitty because they thought he was ugly, they thought he was weird looking. But not this man, not this man. And I'm horrible with names, I'm sorry. So, but honestly, they have like such a great bond. He never gets like really upset. When things happen, like little accidents around the house, never gets upset and just shows unconditional love for his cat. Like, I love cat manga. I have my own cat and she's a little pain in the butt, but like, honestly, like it's such a joy to see like just unconditional pet love. Like, honestly, it's like the most heartwarming thing. And I can see why this manga has won awards, because it deserves to win all the awards. I like also how they use meow like in a lot of the language, right? I'll be turning 1 any meowment now. Like, I love anytime they just put the meow in the words. Like, I love that. It's just, you see the simplicities of being a cat and like the innocence and the love and everything. It's just absolutely amazing. And every time I read this manga, I want to just give my cat a hug too. I had a picture of the manga. I don't have it with me, but here's a picture of me reading it before I returned it back to the library. I read Soara and the House of Monsters. If you like Delicious in Dungeon, why aren't you reading Soara and the House of Monsters? Like, go for it. It's just like Delicious in Dungeon, except with homes and building homes for monsters. Like, honestly, if you like Delicious in Dungeon, this might be something for you. I really love the artwork and the intricacies of the home. Like, who's the mangaka? Let's see. Hidenori Yamaji. Yes, Hidenori Yamaji drew so many details making those homes. I was like, this guy did his studies. Like, he did his homework. He knew exactly what he was doing. So I actually really like Soara and the House of Monsters. It's not overly complicated, and like I said, it's like Delicious in Dungeon except with homes. So if you like Delicious in Dungeon, you don't exactly have the same charming characters as Delicious in Dungeon, but Soara and the House of Monsters is something that will scratch that itch, I guess you could say, if you want more kind of material like that. Really enjoyed that. I also read a horror manga, not the one that I just made a video about. So, I mean, aside from that, that was March, but I read this horror manga. It's actually a drama series that's getting a season 2 on Hulu. Haven't watched this first season, but I'm about to get to that because I love this manga. It's by a company I never, ever, ever heard of. And I'm like, I need to support this publisher. So I'm considering of buying the physical volumes. But it's Gannibal. So this is being released by Ablaze Manga, which at first I thought was not a legit company and I thought I was reading something else, but it's legit. So I'm considering supporting this release physically because I actually really enjoyed Gannibal. It's by Masaki Ninomiya and it's about cannibals. I'm a horror fan. I'm on volume 2 right now. If you like suspense in a tiny village, if you like, is it, asking yourself, is this what's going on or is this what's going on? This is the manga for you. Like, honestly, I was like, oh my goodness. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Higurashi, where you have a town and you're like, what's about to happen? Like, you're kind of like, this is a little fishy. Like, it's very fishy, very suspicious, and I can't wait to read more. But anyway, Gannibal is about this guy who becomes the new sheriff of the town after the other one died. He died because he said that the town was, full of cannibals and blah, blah, blah. He went crazy, blah, 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 right? So this new sheriff is in town with his daughter and wife. And he's like, I wonder if this is true. And a lot of strange things have been happening. It kind of reminds me very, 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 not very strongly, but it reminds me of The Crazies. You know that movie, The Crazies? It reminds me of The Crazies a little bit. It's like you have this group of people from this particular family. It's like, is this a tradition? Is this just like a weird town? Is this part of their culture? Like, what's going on? Is there supernatural things going on? Like, I don't know what's going on, but they're crazy. They're crazy. That whole family is crazy. The town family that runs everything. Like, there's something going on there. And I'm not quite sure what else is going on because I'm still in volume 2, but it is eerie. It is suspenseful. It is just absolutely attention grabbing. After reading that first volume, I was like, I gotta watch this, Hulu show because I need to see this in live action. And then once they announced the season 2, I was like, if they made a season 2, that means the season 1 must have been good. So I need to check it out. It's on Hulu. If you're interested in cannibals, zombies, horror in general, like I am, honestly, check out Cannibal. Check out the manga. It was actually really, really good storytelling. It felt like an actual, like something that could be adapted into a film or series. So I'm really glad that it's getting, season 2 because know what's gonna happen. Well, first I need to watch and read a little bit more, but honestly, Cannibal was, from so far, really, really enjoyable, and I can't wait to read more. Besides that, the only other manga that I've actually read a little bit more of is Ichi the Witch. I took this beautiful screenshot. So I have been reading Ichi the Witch very faithfully every week. I have been reading Ichi the Witch. It is absolutely amazing and I just absolutely love it. Like, this is one of my favorite new releases, like, in a long time. It's so much fun, has a lot of heart, and I'm liking this new character who's like, oh, I want to become a witch like you, teach me how to be a witch just like you. But he kind of you know what, I was gonna say something, but I just realized that might be a little spoiler, so I'm not gonna say exactly what he did to become the way he did, but very interesting. And this new magic with the little elephant thing, so cute. Well, there's something going on with that thing. So honestly, Ichi the Witch is where I've been in terms of weekly serialized manga. Absolutely love that thing. Absolutely. The art, like, Shiro Usazaki, like, you have been killing it. Like, honestly, you've been killing it. Just want to say it. Like, absolutely love the artwork for Ichi the Witch. But honestly, I've been having a great time with that manga. It's beautiful. It's fun. It's just engaging. It is amazing. I'm just so excited to see it climb the charts for manga releases because it deserves to have those numbers. It is fast growing for a reason. And I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more of Ichi the Witch. It's just going to continue to just be awesome. I can't wait. I love the art. But anyway, I think that's all that I really read for the month of February. If I forgot something, I apologize. I'm probably forgetting Red River that's back there, but technically I didn't finish the whole volume, so I don't really want to say. But I also have Red River that I purchased. But I think that's all that I read for the month of February, which was a lot. Trust me. Like, I'm not... It was a lot, all right, for me, especially now that work has picked up again. That's a lot for me to read. So I can't wait to see March because I have newer things that I'm also reading. I just got a bunch of new manga to read. So hopefully those are good because I got a couple of things that I'm gambling with because I never read them before. But honestly, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this wasn't too high energy. I was just excited to film. If you like this kind of energy, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share what you read during the month of February, and I will see you all next time. Bye.